Okay, so it was the last Raw of 2010. Primarily focused on why has CM Punk been attacking John Cena last week. CM Punk mentioned he had this really huge announcement he was going to make that was earth-shattering. Was it? Get to that more towards the end. We got to see the continued burying of Ted DiBiase Jr. I really don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. I don't think Ted has had a successful... Has he had a successful feud this year? I mean, he lost against Orton. He lost against R-Truth. He never came up looking really good against Goldust. And now he's losing to Santino Marella. I don't know who he ticked off, but he's getting buried. Got the continuation of the Beth Phoenix Melina saga. Not Beth Phoenix, sorry. Natalya. It's easy to get them confused. They're both beefy blondes. And it's okay. The sad thing is, Natalya really doesn't have that much personality yet. You know, which is probably why I got confused with Beth Phoenix so easily. The Tyson Kidd Mark Henry match. It makes sense to see Tyson Kidd lose. The part that doesn't actually make sense was to bury him and his bodyguard. You know, you bring in this huge guy to be this giant intimidating factor, and then in his second actual appearance, he gets laid out. Okay. If you're trying to build up a Tyson Kidd-Daniel Bryan feud to take the place of the recently let go of Caval, I guess that kind of makes sense. They could probably put on a pretty good match. Zack Ryder, he's Brooklyn Brawler 2.0 or 3.0, depending on who you think has been your most recent straight jobber. And the Alex Riley John Morrison match. I'm kind of digging the Alex Riley Miz sort of tension. I think it works pretty well. That overall was a decent match. You know, I'm thinking it's weird seeing Morrison beat people with a running knee to the face. I guess it adds a more devastating move to his arsenal, but Starship Pain just looks so much better as a much more impressive looking move than a running knee to the face. And on that same vein, why is he going to have False Count Anywhere for the first Raw of the new year? Does he not want to have their match happen at Royal Rumble? It just seems kind of weird to waste your title shot for the first Raw of the new year, as opposed to waiting for a pay-per-view. Now the Jerry Lawler Miz match. Lawler was looking disgustingly rough in this match. And of course Morrison coming in and essentially giving him the assist, so Lawler could pick up a victory was pretty good. And then the later on beatdown, not too bad. So you're probably wondering, okay, what was Punk's big thing? Well, we still have one more match really to go through. Sheamus and Orton. Sheamus has really done a very good job this year. If you remember the Royal Rumble, Sheamus took on Orton, and that match was poor at best. Now, they put on a very good, very solid match, and it worked really well. It almost seemed like at any point in time, Sheamus actually could have gotten the victory, which is what you really need. But now, let's go on to CM Punk. What was his huge big announcement when he's going to call out John Cena? He didn't get a chance to. Cena ran into the ring, called him CM Sucks, which then led to the Nexus coming down. And I thought, great, Tunga's finally going to take the reins. Tunga has star quality, he just really needs to work on his in-ring. As does McGillicuddy. Offer a truce. Cena's like, nah, I don't trust you. Run-in beatdown. CM Punk picks up the scraps and then joins Nexus. And then Raw goes off the air with like a 2-minute pan back and forth of CM Punk with his fist in the air and then Nexus with their fist in the air. So Punk's big, huge, earth-shaking surprise was another Nexus beatdown on John Cena, which we've seen almost non-stop since, what, like after WrestleMania? No, not after Mania. It would have been after Batista quit. It's pretty much been John Cena and the Nexus. So I guess Punk is their new leader. All in all, I was hoping for something a little bit bigger, but it'll be interesting to see how this actually plays out. The only problem I see is CM Punk could easily end up overshadowing The Miz when it comes to the heel, which could also make the John Cena CM Punk feud entirely overshadow The Miz and Morrison for the title. Which would be kind of sad because The Miz can cut a really great promo. But he's going against John Morrison. While he's great in the ring, John Morrison's not great on the stick. So you're trying to compare that feud to CM Punk and Cena. Doesn't hold a candle, which is going to be kind of sad to see essentially the title become kind of the number 2 feud on the show. So, for the last Raw of 2010, I'll assume something a little bit bigger, but CM Punk leading the Nexus should make for an interesting storyline for the beginning part of 2011.